We are with the beautiful Tandy, and hidden in the grass close by here is the wonderful little Tlalamba. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Now, they managed to kill a steenbok this morning, but we're going to look at that a little bit later while I reposition to get us a view, hopefully, of both the cub and Tandy. Let's go have a look at how we found her early this week on foot. We spot Tandy on foot, peering at us through some thick grass. We watch her watching us and call a vehicle in to see if Tlalamba is with her. From the vehicle, we are lucky enough to get a beautiful view of Tlalamba slinking off into the thickets, following after her mom. What makes seeing Tandy on foot so special is that she is one of the hardest leopards to track and find. Oh, listen to her, she's calling for the cub. Can you just hear that? Now, we have had a few brief visuals of Tlalamba doing some slinking again. There she is, Dave. Look in the golden light just behind Tandy. There, you've got her. To the right. To the right. There we go. There she is. Hello, beautiful. There's the little slinker. Slinking up on Mom. She might jump on Mom. Here we go. They're heading towards the steenbok carcass that Tandy managed to catch this morning. So they haven't put it up in the tree. You can see she's trying to cover the stomach content now to hide the smell from any potential predators such as hyenas. Isn't this awesome? Where's little Tlalamba now? She was on her way. Now, we are probably about 2 kilometers from where we saw her on foot, but quite close to where we found her this morning, Bobby. We are between Chitwa Cutline and Drakensberg Road to the east of Mamba. I'll show you on the map a little bit later. I just want to stay with the cats now while she's calling for the cub. The cub's hidden right there somewhere. I'm playing hide and go seek with Mom. She might pounce out onto Tandy. Quite often I'm just watching the grass. There she is. There she is. How did you sneak up so quietly? Hi, Aiden. Aiden is only 7 years old. It's so nice to have you on this drive, Aiden. Aiden, they like to eat meat, but generally small to medium-sized antelope, so a steenbok is a perfect meal for Tandy and Tlalamba. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous, being able to see these intimate moments between cub and mom? As I say, she's one of the most difficult animals to follow and track. She's been doing lots of loop-de-loops. Oh, she's doing a little stretch on the tree, and just out of sight there you can hear her claws gripping into the bark. What is little Tlalamba going to do? Are you going to follow Mom? Or are you going to keep watching? Now, they've both had a really good feed today. Dave, let me just maybe move a little bit forward for you, for Tandy. There we go. Oh, look at that. There she is, up in the tree, getting her claws in. Oh, she's jumping right up the tree. But across to the mark, Tandy has done something you don't see her do too often. She has launched herself into the top of the weeping wattle. Little Tlalamba is still watching from the ground, or she's just stood up. You can just see her through the grass there. What are you doing? Are you going to go join your mother up on top of the tree? Now, I don't see too many insects around that might cause her to go up the tree. I think Thandi just might be in a good mood. And she's decided to bound up the pelter for him. Now, of course, Tandy is getting a little bit long in the tooth, but by no means, Percy, will this be her last cub. I think she probably got another cub or two left in her. Of course, a lot of that all depends on outside circumstances, pressure from different males, or even pressure from the Shidulu female coming in. It'll be very interesting to see what happens in the next little while with the current shift in leopard dynamics. Come, Tlalamba, go climbing the tree. This morning you were the one climbing the tree and your mom was on the ground. Now the roles have been reversed. I think she's got too fat of a tummy and just enjoying snoozing on the cool sand under the tree instead. And she is keeping a close look at Mom, her head resting on that little branch there for a second. Want me to go back a little bit, Dave? Yeah. We're just going to go back a little bit so we can get a better view of Tlalamba. We got her through there. There we go. Left. Centre frame. You happy there, or forward or back? Forward a touch. Okay, there we go. She's got a nice little chin rest there. Now, if I remember correctly, she was born in October. Was she? No. She must have been born later than that. I wasn't here when Tlalamba was born. When was she born? Dave, you were here?
I'm not sure.
I think she's about between 4 and 5 months old. So what month are we in now? May. So she must have been born maybe November, December. Yeah, somewhere around there. So I'd say just under 5 months old now. And I really do love little leopards as they get into this sort of age. They become far more playful and brave and comfortable in their own skin. And they can give us some incredible sightings. Care indeed they do. Leopard cubs grow a huge amount within their first year. They go from tiny little sausages to almost the same size as mom, or particularly a little male. Oh, look at that. A lovely light on her eyes. Just keeping a careful watch on all the ongoings around, checking mom up in the tree. We are extremely privileged to be able to spend time with these two wonderful leopards. Now you can see Tandy's quite camouflaged from where we are now, up high in the tree. Dave can't even find her. Can you find her, Dave? There we go, Dave. Look at that. You can see her rosettes through the soft leaves of the weeping wattle. It is always amazing when you look away from a distance and you can see how those animals completely disappear. Yeah, well, we're going to play the patience game with Tandy and Tlalamba. Hopefully, Tlalamba will get Playful as the afternoon gets cooler. In the meantime, we're going to send you back to the Mara. I think I can challenge Hukumuri for a bit of volume. But Tandy's still up in the tree. She looks like she's getting herself comfy there. There's a nice breeze, as you can see. Maybe that's what's keeping her a bit cool with that belly of hers after munching on that steenbok for the majority of the day. Little Tlalamba has disappeared into the grass, absolutely flat and fast asleep. Now, as I said, she caught this morning, and believe it or not, we were lucky enough to be right there as it happened. Let's go take a look. Tandy is on the move through the golden morning light. Something is moving just in front of her. A steenbok. A centimetre at a time, she moves closer and closer. Her muscles bunch, and she leaps and quickly dispatches the poor steenbok with a suffocation grip. She then moves fast along the road, dragging the carcass towards a weeping wattle thicket, where little Tlalamba is waiting. Wasn't that amazing? And it happened about 15 feet from us. We were really, really lucky this morning. We spent a lot of time with her, and as she patiently stalked those steenbok on about 4 different occasions before she caught it. Now, of course, if she was by herself, this kill would probably last her a day or 2, or maybe 2 days. But with having to feed little Tlalamba as well, it's likely that she will hunt again, probably not tomorrow, but the next day. And I'm hoping she does hoist it up into the tree where she is at the moment, and that the hyenas have no chance at stealing any of that meat from her. Now, that's what she thinks of us. She's turning her back on us. Now, she has been doing an incredible job keeping Tlalamba safe from all the different male leopards that are around, Hasana included. Now, of course, she has to leave little Tlalamba when she goes off hunting. And to answer your question, yes, Ali, I'm sure little Tlalamba is hunting all sorts of little critters while Mom is away. Probably lizards, geckos, squirrels, and I'm pretty sure she's made her first kill already. We just haven't been lucky enough to be there when it happened. But I'm sure there's many a grasshopper that have fallen prey to the fierce teeth and claw of Tlalamba. Oh, we can hear some parrots in the distance. Squawk! I was hoping they might come fly near us. It's a lovely light, and I have been seeing them feeding on the terminalia trees quite a bit, or the silver cluster leaves. And we're in an area full of cluster leaves, so it'd be nice to have a little parrot around as well. I wonder how long she's going to stay up there, because she is in the sun there. It's not that hot now. The temperature's dropped off a few degrees since we started the safari this afternoon. But still, I think sitting in the direct sun like that with a full belly would be a little bit warm. You will hear the other game drive vehicles here having a chat and starting up and moving every now and then. I think that's one of them moving out. Oh, look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? As we've noticed with all the cubs we've seen born over the last few years, Christine, yes, it's pretty much a 50-50 shot to whether the cub is a male or female. If we look at Hasana and Shongile, male and female, and before that, Karula had 2 boys in quarantine in Djuma. Shadow had quite a few female cubs and only 1 male cub, and he's the only one who survived, Sindile. There we go. Look at that. Look at those eyes, aren't they piercing? Ever aware and ever alert. Now, Tandy has been spot on in terms of her hunting this week and has managed to catch a stenbok. Hasana, however, has not been so lucky. Let's go find out from Ralph. Well, we're still with Tandy and Tlalamba, and she started feeding on the carcass. Oh, there's Tlalamba's head. She's been playing with Mom's tail. We actually haven't been able to see her. We've basically just seen her head popping out of the grass. There she is. Hello, little one. You've been hiding for the last little while. There she is. Every time Mom's tail sort of popped up, she's attacked it. And you can see that lovely light. Mom's feeding off the stenbok. And, oh, look at that light on little Tlalamba. Even though she is through the sticks and grass and bush, it is really spectacular. Now, at about her age, Tiva, she can eat, in a single sitting, probably a good 2 kilograms, maybe even 2.5 kilograms of meat in a single sitting. As she gets older, of course, she's going to be able to eat more and more. Look at her, isn't she beautiful? Mom's head is in the stenbok, so to speak. She's concentrating on munching. We just hear the crushing of bones. Crunch, crunch, crunch. As I say, I think they'll finish this carcass off probably by tomorrow afternoon. And then it's back to the hard work of hunting for Tandy again to feed for this little one. There we go. She looks like, oh, it's getting to that time of the day. She might take it up the tree. Here, Tandy will not take a live kill to Tlalamba as a normal rule. Sometimes it does happen if she happens to kill something close by, but as a rule, she will not normally, leopards do not normally bring live kills back to their young. Okay, let me move forward. Oh no, we're not going to have time, I don't think, Dave. She's going right up straight away. So there we go, that's awesome. So she's going to keep it nice and safe. And up comes Tlalamba. Tlalamba is bounding up straight after Mom. Okay, let me move forward where we can get a bit of view. Say when, Dave? There. Okay, I'll stop there. So we go. There's little... Oh, Mom dropped something. Go fetch it. Probably not. Pradeep, you are spot on. Little cubs, even much younger than Tlalamba, are able to climb trees to escape predators. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. And she's chuffing at Tlalamba. Tlalamba, up you go. Up you go, little one. You can see she's got quite a big belly. Tandy looks like she might come down. So she's put it up there to keep it safe from hyenas. She might feed a bit more. There we go. Oh, look at that. Chuff, chuff. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see if Tandy comes down, Tlalamba's in the way, and we have a little traffic jam up on the branch. Now, as a first form of defense, Stacey, the leopard will hide in a thicket or in long grass. Only if the predator then comes, or the potential threat comes closer and closer, will the little cub then scurry up a tree. There we go, look at that. Isn't that beautiful in that gorgeous light? Now, she has been in the thickets for most of the afternoon, but she is treating us to some splendid visuals at the moment. I'm trying to decide whether to go up or down or to just lie right there. It looks like right there has been decided as the spot. That light is magical. There we go, here comes Mom down the tree. Well, I'm very, very happy she has put it up the tree. Too high for the hyenas to get at. Now, Tandy should be safe from hyenas with that kill nice and high up in the tree, but she's not the only leopard that's had problems with hyenas this week. Shadulu had a run-in herself. And look at that, Tandy is equally at home in the trees as she is on the ground, giving herself a little bit of a bath after eating on that fresh steenbok carcass. Oh, this is just too magic. Our patience has definitely paid off when it comes to the light. And the light is fading now. But we were here for the most absolute magic. Now, we're not going to spend too much more time here. As it gets darker, we're going to zone this area because of the age of the cub. So we don't want any undue pressure on this sighting after dark. So we will leave this area as it gets a little bit darker, but for the moment we're still fine. And someone was asking who would win a fight, a leopard or hyena. I'm sorry, I didn't catch the name there. It was a Dark Aurora. Thank you for your question, Dark Aurora. It all depends. A big adult male leopard like Hukumuri could possibly battle off one hyena, but as soon as there's more than one, it's over. Hyena have strength in numbers often that will be able to let them chase off leopards. When it comes to female leopards, a single hyena would win the battle. And especially when they have cubs, female leopards tend to be a lot more cautious. Oh, look at her looking. Oh, gorgeous. Absolute magic. You don't get many better afternoons out here in the African bush than this. And here we go. Now we've got to go. What, jump over? Whoop! Silly little one. That's what happens when you block the way. I'll just jump to another branch. Yeah, just behind there you can see her lying down on one of the low branches. What's going to be Tandy's next move? Is she going to come down? And you can see she's got a nice belly developing there. The temperature is dropping rapidly. And you can see, compared to when we saw her this morning, she has definitely got a baby, or a food belly, not a baby belly. She's got a food baby. I think that's what I meant to say. Got my words all muddled up there. She's got a food baby. What has she spotted behind me? I can't see anything. So I can't see anything just yet behind me. But isn't that gorgeous? She's definitely watching something behind the vehicles. She might just be being cautious, and it always pays to be cautious when you're a leopard. There's always potential hyenas and all sorts around. Now, we're going to send you all the way back to Kenya at the moment. Now, the hyenas here have a bit of an easier time than some of the hyenas up east in Kenya, because of course... Oh, you're back with us. I think there must be a little bit of a tech issue. Let's just go back a little bit so we can see little Tlalamba. Hello, you little scallywag. Watching me through the boughs of the tree. See her there? There we go. Hello, you little scallywag. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? As the temperature drops, she is getting more and more playful. Now, it all depends, Marcy, on the individual leopards. Normally, female leopards become independent from their mother a little bit younger than male leopards would, but she'll probably stay with her mom to between 16 and 18 months old if the circumstances are ideal. Oh, isn't she sweet? Fleeting interest, I think. I'm trying to remember how many cubs Tandy's raised independence. I know of Bahuti and Tamba and Kuchava. That's the three I know of, but there could be a few more from before my time. I meant to ask actually Tristan, because he was at Chitwa when she was quite young, Tandy. There we go. Hello, little one. So there's our other vehicles coming in now as well. But as I say, as it gets darker, probably in about 15 or 20 minutes or so, I'm going to close this area. Okay, we're going to try again to send you all the way up north to the Mara to see what the lions and hyenas have been up to. And indeed we are, and we've got little Tlalamba, playing rather than feeding. She's going down a very skinny little peltiform branch, and I've seen lots of little leopard cubs fall from this position, except I don't think she's realized that the tree below is thorny. Very, very thorny, a knob thorn, in fact. Uh-oh. If you fall out of there, it's gonna hurt, little madam. So you will hear some other people in the sighting. What are you doing, Tlalamba? There we go. Let's just go eat. There's no need to play suicide on the edge of that. Or, I suppose, what's the other game people play? Chicken. Yeah, there we go. She looks like she's not really interested in eating or interested in just fooling about. I think Tandy is now headed off down towards there's a little mud wallow next to the road for a drink. Now, it all depends, Fluffy Ossicones, when a mother leopard might discipline the cub. Normally, it's just a snarl or a growl is all that is needed. It's very, very seldom that they get flattened by the adults. Here we go. Tlalamba is now having a snooze. I think I'm going to go try see Tandy having a drink while the little one has a snooze on the branch. Oh, look at that. Ahead or backward, upside down. Isn't this wonderful? And she is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's go see if we can see Mom having a drink down near the road. Hi, guys. Okay. Sorry, we're live at the moment. I'll touch you now. Sorry. We're going to send you back across to Steve, who's still looking for lions or leopards. I don't know which. We've had a wonderful day. And there's Tandy. She's lying out. And now that we're the only car here, little Tlalamba has been stalking up. I think she's got a crush on Dangerous Dave and his dimples. Oh no, Dave, she's turning her back on you. But she's been sneaking closer and closer to the car. Now, it is nearly dark, so this is going to be our last little view of her. I think she might be attempting to attack Mom, but it is getting dark. Even though we have infrared and cannot use and can operate without lights around here, we want to be sensitive because there's meat here, because there's a young cub, the potential of hyenas coming to investigate, even the sound of us here after dark is quite high, so we're going to leave them be till the morning. And as I said, even though we can operate in infrared, I'm making the call not to, just in case we put little Tlalamba under threat. And I think there's enough threats with all the male lions, all of the male lions and the male leopards all around at the moment. So yes, a little sweetness. We're going to leave you and your mom to enjoy your night in peace, and we're going to zone and close the area. So we are the last vehicle out of here. Oh, Tandy's up. Now, the leopards have quite a few different forms of communication. Some of them non-visual, some of them visual, and some of them audible. Oh, gotcha, Mom. Gotcha. So she'll normally just snarl or growl at at the cub when she wants it to stay. And there we go. Isn't that absolutely magic? What a lovely little way to end our sighting here. As I say, as it gets darker and darker, you can see the beautiful colours in the sky. And what a magic day it's been. We were lucky enough to see Tandy catch the steenbok, drag it back to Tlalamba. Absolutely wonderful. So we're going to leave her be now. I'm going to send you all the way back a couple of thousand kilometers to Tristan in the morrow.